Well, good morning, Walleye Wisdom Watchers. This is Gary Speicher reporting from Kennedy Marine in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And we have a special treat for you folks today. We have the president of Iowa State, Greg Geoffroy, with us. Greg, you just came over to Kennedy to pick up a new-to-you boat.
I did, that's right. It's a 1999 Lund Pro Sport 1700, and it is new to me. It's not a new boat, but I'm looking forward to using it.
Great, great. I was telling Mike as we were looking over your new-to-you boat, I've got a 1999 Lund Tyee. It's just a little bigger than yours.
Boat, yes.
And it's been
nice boat.
Been a great boat over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell us a little bit about your recent fishing trip up to Canada with your son and sons-in-law and our friend Gene Larson.
Right.
How'd that go?
Oh, it was wonderful. I took my son and two son-in-laws and then three friends, including Gene. We just had a wonderful time up at Ash Rapids Lodge at the northern part of the Lake of the Woods. If you know that area, it's right where the Lake of the Woods and Shoal Lake come together. It's right at those rapids. And, wonderful time. I caught a muskie and a bunch of northerns and bass and walleye, and so it was great fun.
Wonderful. What was your biggest fish for the week up there?
My biggest was the muskie. It was a small muskie, 34-incher. My son had a 47-inch muskie, and that was the big fish of the trip.
Very good. And I understand you maybe got into some smallmouth bass while you were there?
A lot of smallmouth bass. I caught 20 in about a 2-hour period one afternoon. They're a lot of fun, of course, because they really fight and jump. And, yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll let us chronicle some of your fishing adventures in the future.
Sure.
What's the next one planned for you and your family?
Well, next June I have another trip up to Maynard Lake with a group of Iowa State University alumni and friends. We go up every year in early June. That'll be fun.
Where is Maynard Lake?
It's about a 30-minute fly-in from Kenora.
Okay.
So we go out of Kenora and then fly into the lake. It's on the is that the English River system that's up there? Yes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your sharing your fishing, and as an Iowa State alum, following the flooding over at campus, can you give our watchers an update on how we're doing with our flood recovery?
Well, we are now in sort of the damage assessment and then the recovery stage. We're really now finally able to get in the buildings and assess the damage that's occurred. They've all been pumped out and mostly cleaned, not quite. We still got to get the humidity down in a couple of them. But then we have to start figuring out what has to be done. And, you know, in Hilton Coliseum there was 14 feet of water, and so there's a lot of damage. Sheeman Auditorium, Sheeman Building, our conferencing center, had the first floor had about 4 or 5 feet of water in it, so it's, you know, all the offices are not in good shape. So we've got to now start that process and working with FEMA and the insurance companies and figure out who's going to pay for it all. And then get going. The first goal is to get Hilton ready for the first basketball game on November 4th.
Yep. Well, Walleye Wisdom Watchers, a real treat today to have President Geoffroy with us here at Kennedy Marine to talk a little fishing and also to talk a little bit about flood recovery at Iowa State. Greg, thank you very much.
Thank you. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones!
Yeah, right.
Go Cyclones!